Well, no doubt it's a happy day at the University of Colorado. The 24th football coach in CU history, former Buff Jon Embree. Larry Zimmer, Mark Johnson here at the Stadium Club at Folsom Field. Partner, it's like old home week around here with all the familiar faces. But Jon Embree comes back. Eric Bieniemy is OC. How do you feel about that?
Mark, I'm telling you, I haven't seen excitement around here like this in a long time. I'm going back to maybe it was when we had the big Fiesta Bowl party in 2001,
sure,
when Colorado won the Big 12 championship. I mean, that's the kind of excitement I'm seeing here today. I guess I'm not surprised, but I'm just taken back by it. It's great.
Jon Embree was a guy that Bill McCartney recruited very early on in his tenure here at Colorado, when things were awful bleak back at that point in time. He was a great player out at Cherry Creek, could have gone to a number of different programs. He decided to stay home. He came back, spent 10 years as an assistant coach. Tell folks that don't know about Jon Embree what kind of guy he is, why you think he can be a successful coach.
Well, I think he's, number one, he's intelligent. He thinks things through. He doesn't, just fly off the handle and make a rash decision about something. I think he gets along with people. Jon is really a people person. But on the other side, he's very introspective. And I've always seen that with Jon. And I not only knew him as a player, but he was a coach for 10 years with not only Bill McCartney, but Rick Neuheisel and Gary Barnett. And I remember, I mentioned 2001 a moment ago. That's when both of them, 2002 actually, when they left. And I remember sitting in the lobby of the hotel in San Antonio because we had just lost to Wisconsin in overtime in the Alamo Bowl. And both said they were going with Rick or Carl Durrell, rather, to UCLA. And, and we had a long conversation about it. And it was very, very difficult for Jon and Eric Bieniemy to make that decision to leave Colorado.
So the boys are back in town, though, as Eric Bieniemy comes with Jon Embree. How about the idea of getting the package deal? There was a lot of talk about one or the other being the head coach.
Right.
But you get 2 for 1 in this situation.
I think it shows you how much they think of each other. That, Eric could have been saying, well, I'm not going to go back there and be the number 2 guy. But I think they have so much respect and love for each other over the years, not only as players, although they were not teammates, but, Jon was a little bit before Eric, but they were on the same coaching staff and everything. And I think it's admirable that they were able to get together, talk it over, and say, we want to do this together for the University of Colorado. Yeah, I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled.
I think when you look at Colorado football here in recent years, and certainly during the 7-year tenure that I've been here, one liability has been the level of talent.
Right. Both
of these guys have a fantastic reputation, and the proof is in the pudding what they did while they were here as recruiters.
No question about it. They got the guys from the West Coast and from the Los Angeles area, and I think they will do that again. They, had the experience of recruiting for UCLA, so I think that's good too, because now they can recruit against UCLA, and they know the strengths and weaknesses. And let's face it, that's one of the schools they're going to have to go up against in the Los Angeles area. USC is another one, but they've done that before. They have that experience. I know they've both recruited in the Bay Area. So as Colorado looks ahead to the Pac-12, I don't think you could have anything better than a dynamic duo. And they're going to keep Darian Hagan aboard, and and he recruits very well out there.
Certainly.
Now they got to find somebody to go down in Texas and sort of mine that again. I think Colorado let that get away over the past few years. And let's face it, when you look at Alfred Williams and Canavis McGee and all the other great players that came out of Texas, they've got to go down there and take care of that too.
By the way, Canavis McGee coaching in Texas. Don't know what that means. I'm just saying. He's a guy that's coaching down there. You never know what may happen because there are plenty of former Buffs coming back. So the head coach is Jon Embree. The offensive coordinator is Eric Bieniemy. It's like old home week here at Folsom Field. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us here at 850KOA.com.